Hello and welcome back to Codecademy's Learn JavaScript. We're in the functions section, parameters and arguments. So far, the functions we've created execute a task without an input. However, some functions can take inputs and use the inputs to perform a task. When declaring a function, we can specify its parameters. Parameters allow functions to accept inputs and perform a task using the inputs. We use parameters as placeholders for information that will be passed to the function when it's called. Let's observe how to specify parameters in our function declarations. So here we have a function, calculateArea, and it takes two parameters, width and height, and then it logs width times height. So parameters are treated like variables within a function. In the diagram above, calculateArea computes the area of a rectangle based on two inputs, width and height. The parameters are specified between the parentheses as width and height, and inside the function body they act just like regular variables. Width and height act as placeholders for values that will be multiplied together. So here, width and height are inputs we will be providing when we call the function. When calling a function that has parameters, we specify the values in the parentheses that follow the function name. The values that are passed to the function when it is called are arguments. Arguments can be passed to the function as values or variables. So here we have arguments as values. We call the calculateArea function and we pass in a 10 and a 6. In the function call above, the number 10 is passed as the width and 6 is passed as height. Notice that the order in which arguments are passed and assigned follows the order that the parameters are declared. Here we have const rect width is assigned 10, const rect height is assigned 6. We can also give the arguments as variables by calling calculateArea and then giving it those two parameters. So the variables rect width and rect height are initialized with the values for the height and width of a rectangle before being used in the function call. By using parameters, calculateArea can be reused to compute the area of any rectangle. Functions are a powerful tool in computer programming, so let's practice creating and calling functions with parameters. Our instructions say, the say thanks function works well, but let's add the customer's name in the message. Add a parameter called name to the function declaration for say thanks. So here we're going to add a parameter called name, and we can do that by going here and giving it name. So that's a parameter called name inside of our say thanks function. Run it, passed. With name as a parameter, it can be used as a variable in the function body of say thanks. Using name in string concatenation, change the thank you message into the following. So we're basically just adding name. Copy and paste the above message into your code. So we copy this, go here, paste. So now we should be able to run that. And we did pass. 3. A customer named Cole just purchased something from your online store. Call say thanks and pass Cole as an argument to send Cole a personalized thank you message. So under our function, we can call say thanks and pass in Cole. So now Cole will be inside of name. So when we log the message, name will say Cole. So when we run this, it should say, thank you for your purchase, Cole. We appreciate your business. Let's run that. And we do get, thank you for your purchase, Cole. We appreciate your business. The main thing that we're learning here, parameters and arguments. We can specify parameters within our function, and that'll allow us to give our function some sort of input, do something with that input. Being able to give our function input is extremely powerful because it allows us to take in information, do something with that information, and then produce some sort of output. The order in which arguments are passed matters, so make sure to pay attention which argument is where. As long as you're understanding that, then you guys are getting this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.